Hey y'all, welcome back to Coding with Minimer. On today's agenda, we're going to tackle LeetCode problem 680, Valid Palindrome 2. There's no variant for it, but there is a follow-up question that is actually an entirely different LeetCode problem, so if you want it covered, let me know in the comments below. Okay, let's get started. So the problem statement gives us a string, and we need to determine if it's a palindrome after deleting at most one character. As a refresher, let's go over what a palindrome is. Taking a look at our example here, it's a string that can be read forwards and the same backwards. Here we see that the R's match, and then going inwards one character, the A's match, and so forth. To mimic this behavior in code, let us use a common technique, the two-pointer approach, to see if both characters match on any given iteration. If they do, we can progress the left pointer forwards and the right pointer backwards. On this iteration, A and A equal each other, so we just do the same thing again. C and C are the same, so we do it again. Here, both pointers meet at the same index. We've exhausted all of the characters, so we're confident that this is a palindrome and we can return true. Alright, but what if we have a string like noon? Yes, this is obviously a palindrome, but if we go over it with the same two-pointer approach, then we'll see here these two ends are the same. So we're going to increment the left, decrement the right. Once again, these are the same. We're going to increment the left and decrement the right. And unlike the previous example, both pointers don't meet at the same index. Instead, they actually cross over each other. This will happen when we have an even palindrome, just meaning that the string has an even number of characters. It also signifies that we have exhausted every single character, and so we're going to go ahead and just return true. Now that we know what a palindrome is, let's take a look at some more examples that aren't all rainbows and sunshine. So far, we haven't had to delete any characters, but what if we have this? We confirm that these two characters match. We have a palindrome so far. Let's go ahead and continue looking inwards at the remaining substring. Same deal here. The B's match, so let's go ahead and update our pointers. Here's where things get interesting. There is a mismatch. X obviously does not equal A. But we are allowed to remove at most one character. So we should try removing either the A or the X and seeing if either one leads to a palindrome. What happens if we remove the A? Then these remaining characters here still aren't going to form a palindrome. But that's okay, there's still hope for us. What if we go ahead and we remove the X instead? Now this substring does form a palindrome, and if you take a look at the whole entire string, then you can see the whole thing's a palindrome and we will return true. That's great and all, but how do we approach deleting a character in a programmatic way? We don't actually remove the character because that would be a big O-N operation. Instead, you'll see in the code that we'll just call a helper function to remove this X by passing in the left pointer at the next index. The right pointer will remain where it is. And we'll have a similar while loop that's going to check inwards to see if this remaining substring is a palindrome. The A's match, so we'll go ahead and adjust our pointers accordingly. If you remember, this is one of the cases where we stop looping, therefore we return true. And a quick hypothetical, if we had a Y here, then deleting this X or A isn't going to lead to a palindrome, so in that case, we're just going to go ahead and return false. The time complexity is big O-N. You would think because we have a nested for loop that our runtime would come to n squared. But in actuality, we process each of these characters one time and one time only. The space complexity is big O1. Awesome, let's implement the code for this. Okay, so I'll be writing the code in C++, but you can check the description below for other languages like Python. Anyways, let's go ahead and first initialize our 2 pointers, the left and the right. We're going to loop as long as the left pointer doesn't meet or cross the right pointer. And in the case that both characters match, we're going to increment the left pointer and decrement the right, and continue on in our loop. If we made it past this if statement, then we'll call a helper function to check the remaining substring. Let's go ahead and call it check remaining, and it'll take in our string and our 2 pointers. We're going to go ahead and implement this in a bit, but let's see how we'll invoke it. To skip the character at our left pointer, we'll obviously pass in our string and then the left pointer plus 1. The right pointer is going to remain where it is. To skip the character at the right pointer, we're going to pass in the left pointer, which remains where it is, and the right pointer minus 1. If either of these are true, then we have a palindrome and we want to return true. Let's fill out our function stub now. We're going to have a very similar loop as before, so I'm just going to copy and paste. It's typically not a good practice, but it'll speed things up a bit. And in this case, if a deletion still doesn't lead to a palindrome, we're going to go ahead and return false. If we check the remaining substring and all the characters match, we're going to go ahead and return true. This is why we had a helper function. We consolidated otherwise duplicate code into a single piece of code that we can call multiple times. The last thing we'll do is return true if there was nothing to delete in the first place. And that's it. Again, the follow-up is LeetCode problem 1216, Valid Palindrome 3. So if you want me to go over it, write a comment below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope y'all have a nice week.